Thanks very much for having me. My name is Madeleine Noland. I'm president of Advanced Television Systems Committee. And the latest project coming out of ATSC is NextGen TV, or ATSC 3.0, which follows closely on the heels of DVB-T2 and is kind of similar to a combination of DVB-T2 plus HbbTV. I'd like to talk a little bit about digital terrestrial broadcasting in the global digital network ecosystem. So where we are DTT broadcasters, we have to envision and understand that we are operating in this global ecosystem of many data delivery networks. And I think HbbTV with the hybrid concept has kind of been at the forefront of that. But even it's very, very broad. So we think about data session, steering, switching, and sharing across heterogeneous networks that can improve spectrum usage efficiency as well as the user experience. So next-gen DTT systems like ATSC 3.0, DVB-T2, and HbbTV as part of that are currently the most efficient physical layers for one-to-many data delivery in the world. And they work for both TV and non-TV uses. They work for fixed and mobile usage, and they can be leveraged to converge with other data delivery networks in these hybrid type scenarios. And this can include the internet, LTE, 5G, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, etc., as I mentioned. So one of the things that I think is going to be important going forward is to think about convergence among the 4 DTT technologies, including the ISDB system, the Chinese system, the European system, and the US system, where there can be convergence with other networks, which might be not only valuable, but potentially necessary for the broadcasting ecosystem going forward. So thinking about this convergence among the DTT technologies, in the ATSC, members believe that the global DTT convergence is a very, very valuable goal. And the idea is to seek and respond to opportunities for convergence. The expectation is not that anyone is going to turn off any of their systems. There's a lot of momentum behind each of the 4 systems, lots of infrastructure in place, lots of capital has been spent. That said, where there are opportunities for convergence between the systems, we think it's important to explore those opportunities and take advantage of as many as we can. And looking at ATSC 3.0's interactive system and the HbbTV system, we see that there's a lot in common. Both have that technical background, which is a backbone, which is aligned with the W3C technologies. We also both had to add some TV-specific features, for example, allowing people to change the channel or asking the television set if captions is turned on, these kinds of things that the World Wide Web Consortium doesn't need to worry about, but the TV folks do. Each of these organizations has added those capabilities to their systems. In the case of ATSC 3.0, we used WebSocket APIs to accommodate those features. And we understand HbbTV's technology is a little bit different under the hood, but nonetheless trying to achieve the same goals. A344 is the specification in the ATSC 3.0 suite of standards, which specifies the interactive system, and it is available for the low price of free at the website at the link that's shown there. But regardless of the technology behind the user experience, the viewers know what they like and they know what they don't. And one of the things that's been incredibly impressive about HbbTV is the amount of traction that's been taking place among viewers with features that are enabled by the HbbTV system. And one of the things that I think that we want to hopefully learn from you and potentially from one another as time goes on is what is working and what is not working in terms of the user experiences. And what happens under the hood, well, we let Fincons and others worry about that. But what people like, I think that's an area that we can share a lot. I think there's 2 areas of collaboration that we can think about. One is, what is the user experience, and how can we share our understanding of the killer app, if you will? What's being successful in Europe, what's being successful in the US, and how can we adopt those user experiences across the oceans? That's one piece, and some of that can be the user experience itself. The shopping app was a big hit, and perhaps that's something that European audiences might also enjoy. Or catch-up TV has been a big hit, and so that's something that American audiences would probably enjoy. So that sort of thing. But also, I think, where we're talking about monetization, things need to work for the entire ecosystem, which includes the audience, and it also includes the broadcasters and the technology vendors. So you think about the monetization piece, and if we see what's happening in Europe, where targeted advertising, particular models are working well, checks are being written, and it's all good, then I could see that kind of learning definitely crossing the pond. The other area, though, is on the technical side. How can we work together on the technical side to get as close to convergence as makes the most sense?